Hi, I'm Natasha Rizopoulos, and I'm really excited to show you this great headstand variation, which is a wonderful preparatory pose as you develop the strength and the flexibility to do the full posture. So a lot of people are a little nervous about practicing headstand, and with good reason. You take a lot of weight into your neck, and unless you're really clear about the alignment, that can be a little tricky and a little bit compressive on your neck. So while you're in the process of developing that strength and flexibility, this is a great variation that will teach you the important actions that you will practice in the full pose while you develop the strength and the flexibility, as well as the confidence to eventually take the full posture. So what we're going to do is interlace the fingers, interlacing all the way up to the webbing, and making sure that the thumbs are touching so that your wrists are upright. Often what happens when we put the head down is that the hands get knocked open. When the hands get knocked open, you're not able to press down firmly through your wrist, and it's that pressing down through your wrist and through the length of your forearm that allows you, if you were in a headstand and this was the floor, that allows you to draw your shoulders away from your ears instead of having your shoulders hunched up towards your ears. Now, one of the other things that happens in headstand, if you're new to the pose, is a kind of rounding in the upper back. So in this variation, you're going to take some of the weight, but not all of your body weight into the head, and there's going to be a block between your upper back and the wall, teaching you to counteract that tendency to round by moving the thoracic spine into your chest. If you're not sure what part of your head to put on the floor, you can put your thumbs in your ears and touch your middle fingers overhead. That spot is the same as taking the heel of your hand to the top of your nose and reaching your middle finger back. The middle fingers meet in this spot. Some people call it the soft spot on a baby's head. So barring something unusual that goes on with your neck, that's the right spot in headstand. So Jasmine's going to put her head between her hands, making sure that the elbows are no wider than shoulder distance apart, because when the elbows splay, the shoulders are more likely to crunch. Now, the part of the spine that tends to get rounded is this mid-upper back area. So I'm going to put a block there, and then Jasmine is slowly going to tuck her toes under, and as she starts to lift her hips, I'm going to slightly change the angle of the block to make it horizontal to the floor, so that as she fully lifts her hips, the block is between her upper back and the wall, and then she can move her feet in a little bit more. There's some weight in the head, but not too much. And now she can practice the other very important actions. Rooting down from wrist to elbow, and from that rooting down, lifting the shoulders. And you can see she's doing that beautifully. As you lift your shoulders away from your ears, you're able to keep the length in the neck. And when the neck is long, it's also strong. When it's short, it gets compressed and vulnerable. Take a few breaths here, and over time, you can practice this pose and build up the amount of time you spend in it. And then as you exhale, you'll drop your knees, point your toes, and come directly to child's pose. And it's really important as you're learning headstand to really create that habit of always coming directly into child's pose after headstand to protect your neck. Now, you do need another person to put the block in for you, but this is a great alternative to headstand. If you're in a class and the teacher says, okay, now just go up into headstand, and you're not sure that you're ready to do it, you can ask the teacher to put this block between the wall and your thoracic so you can practice the actions of headstand without the vulnerability that can sometimes go with it. I hope you enjoy it.